and welcome to CopTubeAmerica.com, where we teach you the elements of criminal law. I'd like to thank you, those who are teenagers, 13 to 17. How are you doing today? Guess what? We're on lesson number 25, Mayhem. We're moving right along, like I keep saying, and before you know it, we're going to be done. You're going to be getting your certificate. And you're going to get bumper stickers and everything else to support you. You get to keep the videos for 1 year. Isn't that fantastic? So don't feel like you are going to be all of a sudden graduating and then be abandoned. No, you're going to have a Cop to America handbook. You're going to do it all. I believe in you. Trust me. And we don't abandon folk at Cop 2. We stick by your side. Cops believe in loyalty. All right? So you can move forward and get a career or study further in college. Now you can say, well, I don't have to just be a doctor or a lawyer or a preacher or a teacher or an accountant. No, I could be a cop. I could be a judge if I want to. Okay? But at least you'll have the foundations and the understanding of law, how it really is in a courtroom, and then it won't be a shock to you. Okay? Should you or someone else get in trouble? Should you need to help someone else to understand that it's not about the definition? No. It's about the elements. Did you break the law according to the elements, these 3 acts? And that each crime can have more than 3 elements. And then you know what elements are. So now you can talk about it. And be about it too. Be about what? Keeping the law. Because we know that punishment hurts. It's designed to hurt. Alright? Now understand that. You might not believe that the handcuffs are on you. You may not even believe you're in the squad car. You may not even believe that they're moving you so fast. And all of a sudden you're standing in front of the magistrate. Maybe you're signing papers for a bond. Maybe they'll let you out on your own recognizance. Maybe somebody got to put up $1,000, $2,000, $3, $5, $6, whatever. They got to put up a percentage of it, or somebody got to get to a deed to a house. Your head will be spinning by the time you get finished. Then they're going to see you on the elevator, put you somewhere, and all of a sudden they're stripping you down, filling on your goodies, going up in your behind to see if you got any drugs on you. They get teenagers. Okay? So you have to think. You have to think wisely. All right? When you're here in the United States. Now, you go overseas and you mess up. Oh, they got something for you. See, there you can't speak that language. And then you have to be conscientious of everything that you do. You really do. You can't have knives on you, going in planes, going to other countries. No. You can't have hammers. And what else can't you have? Guns. All right? You have to think smart. You can't have mace. You can't have none of that. But you're going to be free to carry the United States and then use it on someone. No. Now, is that a part of a thing called mayhem? Well, let's see. Because what are we going to go by? We're going to go by the elements. Not what someone made up in their minds. Or someone said and then stamped the label of mayhem on. If they can't tell you everything about the elements and then the crimes and the penalties, and don't even talk to them. Don't even talk, because it's a waste of time. All right? And we're not about wasting your time. Because I know guys, teenagers, y'all like to get the thing going and roll it and move it forward. Not waiting all day long for somebody to prove it. Oh, I'll prove it. No. You know what you know. All right? Let's see what the justices said in reference to not just mayhem, but as I read to you all these laws, what every one of them justices said. All right? They took their time. Yes, they did. All right, elements making up the crime of mayhem. There are 3. All right? Now, like I said, you don't get 3 to break. No, if you do 3 of them. You don't get no freebies. Nobody gets freebies. Because understand, you could be breaking other laws when you think you're going to break this one and you don't. And they can't get you on mayhem. They'll get you on something else. Maybe disorderly conduct. And what people know it to be disturbing the peace. Now, you want to play around with that? No. No, you don't. No, you don't. Maybe they'll get you on trespassing if they can't get you on mayhem and disorderly conduct. They will find something. So the best thing to do is stay within the laws. Don't break the laws. Don't challenge them. Don't get wild and run through the streets and plan things to get the police all riled up. That's what you do. Police come to work very calm. It's people who get them all riled up. Y'all want to see some action. All right, now let me say that again. Wait a minute. Do I feel a bam coming on? Bam! All people want to do is see some action. Ooh, ooh. See, this is not fun and game. This is an expense to the taxpayers. This is not funny. People are really getting hurt. And all people want to do, did you see the blue lights? Did you see the sirens? Oh, I wonder if the fire department's going to come out. Is there EMS? Ooh, what happened? What happened? I remember so-and-so. And da-da-da-da-da. And da-da-da-da. That's not cute. That's truly immaturity at its finest. As soon as you see them blue lights, people looking out their window, pulling down the blind. Ooh, they out in front of Nettie's house. Ooh. And what? And they be hitting our cell phone. Wait a minute, I'll tell you. Whispering like we can hear you. Let's move forward. People got to grow up. They really, really do. All right. Elements making up the crime of mayhem. It says, 1, unlawfully use physical force on another. 2, that the force resulted in one of the above listed injuries, and 2, that you, the defendant, maliciously inflicted that force. Now, force can be anything. Now look up force. All right? Pushing, shoving, what else? Grabbing someone, tripping someone. It can go on and on and on. Get them in a headlock, get them in the another wrestling move, the scissors, and squeezing the life out of them. You can't do that. You can't use any physical force, grabbing them by their arms, their wrists, throwing up against walls, through windows. Just that sheer craziness. It didn't say that you had to have alcohol inside of you or drugs. Didn't say that, did it? Nope. Did it have an age attached to it? Nope. Did it have a gender attached to it? Nope. Did it have a lifestyle of the person attached to it? No. Understand, the law does not care about any of that. It only cares for people. All right. What is the penalty? 2 years upwards to life in prison for this crime. Penalty for mayhem. Now, let me tell you something. Once you start getting into this, people can't trust you. Because this is sincerely a behavioral issue. Just wilding out at its finest. Penalty for mayhem damages that occur in the cure will begin at $10,000 and up, plus cost of court. And the judge don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. Judges don't like you screaming and hollering, no nothing in their courtrooms, and they show enough. And no fighting going on. And they show enough don't want it done out in the streets. They have family too. And if people get into this mayhem, they could be fearful of their own community. That's why people keep moving on and on and on and on and on and onward till they get way to the edge of the earth, it seems like. They're way out in the rural country areas because they can't take all that mess. And judges get tired of moving. They want peace, and we got to give it to them. We got to, all of us, Police officers aren't allowed to break the law. Don't you worry. You go talk to police officers. They can be reminded, okay, like a remedial course, of the elements of criminal law. They are human too. All right? But you guys don't worry. You better worry about yourselves. All right, now look. Let me read to you what 2 years is. 2 years is 24 months. It is 730 days. Price check. You know it's going to be a whopping. It is 1,051,200 minutes. Who wants to look at a clock that long or hear the ticking in your ear that long? How many hours is that? That's 17,220 hours. Excuse me, 17,520 hours. You can find this sheet. Yeah, I put it in the video, and it's also on the site. Please do look at it. How time is broken down. Because that's all you have here on this earth is your time. What do you plan on doing with it? Now, as you're a teenager, in that 5-year span, right before you become an adult, because after that, baby, the sky is the limit. No more Precious Jimmy and old Sweet Jane. No. Be scared. I was. I knew I wasn't going to break the law, but I knew I could be picked up very easily. Do you understand? Please say yes. All right? Everybody, even a 5-year-old can break the law. Strike a match and set a house on fire. Would you think they're going to go home? No. Not in America. Not in America. No. An 8-year-old can pull a trigger. You think they're going to go home if they shoot someone, that person dies? Oh, come on, Jenny. I have your bed all cozy and comfortable. Would you like some cheese on your broccoli? I don't think so. That child going in. And the parents are soon to follow because they're getting parents. If you don't listen to your parents, you can get your parents in trouble. All right? So please do listen. This is another easy one. I told you we're going to be moving faster. We're picking up the pace. Okay? All right. Remember, look at that stack. If we got rid of lynching, we can get rid of a lot of this other stuff. It's just behavioral issues. You can do it, guys. Be an example for adults and be an example for the younger people. Be classy. Okay? That sound good? You don't have to get crazy at parties. You don't have to get crazy in the malls. Mayhem is dangerous. It can get people killed. Unlawfully use physical force on another. That force resulted in one of the above listed injuries, and they will have the injuries listed. Whether it's a busted head, broken knee, broken kneecap, broken arm, cuts, using hammers on folk, baseball bats, folk getting knocked out, head injury, whatever the hospital sees. Could be a little scratch. It doesn't make a difference. They taking you in. Well, I didn't mean to. Yes, you did. Everybody, they always cry that I didn't mean to. Yes, you did. You were out there. You mean you didn't mean to leave your bedroom, put on your shoes, your socks, make sure you got your coat, hair did, and everything. You didn't mean to come to the place that you're coming. Now you're under arrest. You didn't mean to do all that. You meant to. You just feel sorry that you got caught. Everybody need to man up on their stuff. Okay? You going to do it, then chill. You know, you break the law. You know what's going to happen. Look through your book. You got your Cop to America book. And just look through them and make sure you know your laws. And say, okay, let me see which one won't get broken today. Because folks, as always, you go out in a group. You know something get fit. Hold on. You guys, like I did. My mother never liked seeing a group of kids, teenagers, going over to the mall. And the mall was right across the street in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania from where I live. Shout out to the East Commons. Because there was always something. And folk cannot stand groups of folk coming on in and acting rowdy. Because something going to kick off. That's the problem. They don't even like seeing a whole bunch of folk. And folk like that, yeah, come on, girls, let's go. Come on, guys. Right, especially the girls. They start laughing and grinning, getting all giddy, and ruin it for everyone. And starting stuff. It says that you maliciously inflicted that force. Look up these words, please do. Maliciously, physical force. Look up and find what these words mean. Because you're teenagers, and this is way past your basic vocabulary, and you are 13 and up. Understand? The judge does not see you as being stupid. And he won't, and she won't. So you might as well just come on and get smart. Because they're not going to give you the stupid badge. Well, I'm not as smart as the rest. No. See, if you're not as smart as the rest, then you know better than to put your hands on anybody. Because dumb folk, we know, don't get into it. Smart, crafty people know how to start some mess. Oh, yes, they do. And be slick about it. And be cunning about it. They got their thing down. See, people that ain't so bright, they don't get in it because they don't know how to get out of it. People only get into things they think they can get out of when it comes to the law and breaking it. That's why you just go down. You get handcuffed and you just go down. You have no business doing what you are about to do. So if you and your girls or you and your boys, and like I said, guys generally, if guys go in groups, they go in groups to fight. Women go in groups, girls, they go in groups to start stuff. Or pick on another girl. Stop it. Please do. Please. You guys are going to get arrested. Break these laws. And trust me. A lot of work went into Cop 2. This ain't the McGruff. And this ain't the Dare. We coming to arrest folk. We mean it to stop. Your community leaders, you better become one. And an example, like police officers have to be, you better, guys. Come on. Because I'm going to tell you, all these adults, everybody, and the first ones they're going to try to get, because they're trying to get some peace and go to sleep, they're going to get teens. And they mean for y'all to settle down. That's why they got a thing called curfew. They mean for you guys to settle down and don't keep doing what you think is okay. No, you guys are smarter than that. You didn't get in all that trouble when you were children. Now, did you? So you caught. So now you're going to turn 13. And then you done lost your mind. And this is the way teenagers are supposed to think. That's a lie. And any adult, and that law's here too, encouraging you guys to break the law is called contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Because you're still minors. All the way till you hit 18. And they could be arrested as well. And you guys are not allowed to hang around adults. And adults cannot be around teens. Thank you. Thank you. Because they cannot, not unless they're doing real good things. And they're your chaperones or whatever. But I'm here to tell you, if the person got a criminal record and they're an adult, don't be around them. And don't let them be around you. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. Because the first thing we're going to say, who are you? Oh, and that person's going to be put under arrest. We're going to get everybody in court. Why not? You can't tear up these cities. You can't hurt people and do what you want to do. People can't do what they want to do when they come to your house. Can they tear it up? No. Can they tear up the front yard and the backyard and steal your clothes and go through your things. No, and I'm going to tell you this much. You end up in juvenile court, end up in adult court, everything you got, folk going to just go right through it. If you wilding out, then they're going to put in an old sweet little hope chest, and no matter what you say, somebody going to be wearing your shoes. Taking your weaves and taking your girlfriends, they going to do it all. And you going there for 2 years, by the time you get out, you can't fit the stuff no how. So they going to wear it. Your big brother, your little sisters, no matter what. If they don't sell the stuff off to pay for your cost of court, and that fine right there, because that's a lot of money. Okay? Wow. Penalty for mayhem, damage incurred and cured, $10,000 plus cost of court. And conspiracy charge can be added to most crimes or double your sentence. Did you hear me? I hope you did. You got that kind of money? If you don't, the money alone, the fines alone should keep you from doing what? Breaking this law. All right. Come on, guys. Take your test. Please do. Don't get behind in your test, like I said. Don't get behind in your test. All right. Just keep going. All right. I wrote the test. I know the answers. I have a reason. All right, guys. All right. Yeah, I know they're all true. I know. Why? Because you must agree with the law. So, there you go. Did you know anything before this? Oh, now you know. Okay? This is not about being slick. None of this. I'm cool with you. But the folk and the powers that be don't want nobody wilding out, getting hurt, getting jacked, getting injured, piling up in hospitals, folk praying, folk drugging out, bringing ungodly things to this country. No, they don't want it. I don't want it either. I don't want to have to put 4 or 5 locks on my door because some fool, 17-year-old, they're acting like a nut. Well, I ain't going to do nothing when I'm there. I'll wait till I get older. Oh, they ain't going to put a teenager away. Yes, they will. And then they'll transfer you to adult prison. In the subjects, so don't even believe what the gangs is telling you and other folk, or uncle, or an uncle's friend, because they know half the time they don't know. They done dropped out of school. Never believe a dropout. What? You going to believe a dropout? They had them in my day. Don't do it. They don't know nothing. Don't believe a roughneck. They don't know nothing. Most of them can't spell spit. Or spaghetti. Or Mississippi. Or Connecticut. Ask them all 50 states. And see what kind of answer you come up with. See, that's why teenagers will put their lives on hold if they think they found somebody sharp with it and intelligent and all that. Ask them, can they name all 50 states and spell them too? And after that, in their infinite wisdom, can they actually work a calculator the way it should be worked? Ask them that. You'll be surprised. See, people act tough and stuff because they don't want you. Ask them, do they know the ABCs? And see if you know more than they know. A lot of people that act big and tough and do a whole lot of talking, they don't want you to ask them any questions. They don't take tests because they don't want you to see the answers. They don't want to show you their report cards, because then you'll find out they ain't wrapped so tight. So what? They're smart in the streets. A bum is smart in the streets. If you stay in the streets, of course you're going to get a little smart. But you're not going to be very smart. Who wants to be homeless? That ain't so bright. In the subject. Moving forward. Bye, because even a homeless person dreams of a castle on a hill. And a car to drive. They wish upon a star. There's a song, I'm wishing on a star. Alright? Understand that. They didn't stop dreaming. They figuring out ways. They want baths, new clothes, everything. They have regrets. Now you gonna be with them? Because you know if you get arrested, you get a criminal record, it's going to be hard to find a job. Cop 2's trying to see if people can recommit their lives to doing what? Obeying and keeping the laws, which they threw away and cast to the wind the first time. So now Cop 2 America's here. And folks can recommit themselves to know that the United States was not playing in the first place, or the second place, or the third place. They're not playing with anybody. They don't care. You don't care, they don't care. Get it? So you better care. Because the guards don't care. You don't care? You get me, guys? What? You don't care about yourself? They don't care either. Put them in. But you're going to learn to care. And it's going to be a hard lesson. Because when you get out, it doesn't stop. You have a criminal record. Your credit record going to be shot. You ain't got no clothes. You ain't got nothing. Who going to rent you a place? Folk don't want to be around you. No, because they can't trust you. Because people coming out of prisons and jails and all house arrest, they steal. That's why they don't trust them. Because they take your stuff and they steal. Oh, yes, they are very dishonest. Because they learn a little bit more when they're sitting in amongst a bunch of thieves. All right? Let's move forward. Take those tests. Let's get on to lesson number 26. And that'll be on genocide. All right? I got your back. But you got to come along with me. Stick with me, guys. All right. Peace out.
The weight of my mistakes depends on how I feel. Don't let it bring you down. The weight of what I say depends on how you feel, but I don't want to bring you down, down, down.